My name is Christopher Noe. I'm the founder of Renaissance Patio Products, and I flew here from South Florida. I think that Closers Camp and the process-driven approach to sales is absolutely critical to the success of a home improvement company. I think that that's step one. Personally, I learn best in person, and so I would absolutely recommend an in-person training experience if it's possible. I enjoyed the event in almost every way. I love the refresher on the sales training. It keeps my mind tuned in to what's happening in the marketplace. It also allows me to hear from companies who are dealers in similar product verticals to our dealership network and really keep my pulse on what's happening in the industry. I thought the guest speakers were fantastic. I think that Dan and Dom were both phenomenal in terms of really delivering a content-rich experience. And I think that ultimately, if this is something that somebody is considering as a next step in their home improvement journey, then you couldn't go wrong with it. Well, I've been implementing these strategies actually for 20 years. I originally went to a Rick Grosso training in my early 20s, and Rick was the guy who taught me this similar version of this sales system that really opened my eyes to what's possible if you take a more regimented approach to sales, and in no small way was responsible for the success I've had later downstream, because I've implemented the Rick Grosso sales system into not only my home improvement company when I had that, but also now Renaissance Patio, and then passed it down to the Renaissance Patio dealership network. I would say it is the most complete selling system on the market. I would say that it has evolved over time and is extraordinarily successful at removing the pressure element from the sales environment, which I think is critical in order to improve closing rates. As you know, today's consumer is a lot more educated, and they're not going to deal with an old Tin Man style approach. And I think unlike many other forms of selling or many other classes you could take, I think that Grosso has really evolved beyond that into a much more customer-friendly and success-driven mindset, which I like a lot more personally and think is a lot more appropriate for the times. I will definitely be attending future Grosso University events.